got here. Obviously you already saw the video title. I'm looking at a TriStar Tec-12. This is the manual that comes with it. This is an unusual shotgun, kind of. It's just give you some overall view of it here as I'm talking. It's a semi-auto shotgun that also can be shot in pump mode. It has a pump shotgun mode to it. It is loosely a copy, I think, of the M3. I mean, obviously the looks of it are a little bit different. It doesn't look exactly like an M3. Binelli M3 is what I'm talking about. But it definitely, from what I understand, the patent, the amount of time for a patent to be exclusive or whatever ran out on the Binelli M3's operating system. And so then TriStar, a Turkish firearms manufacturer, actually TriStar is the importer. I don't know who, let's see who, it was made in Turkey by Artemis, Artemis. That's who made the rifle, but or the shotgun. But it's imported by TriStar, and it's imported as the TriStar Tec-12. You can see it there on the bolt. So anyway, it's a semi-auto. Locks back on empty chamber. That's how you put it forward. It's inertia driven, it's not gas operated, so it does take some high powered brass to shoot it, or some high powered rounds to shoot it. Now to put it in pump mode, which from my understanding and other reviews and reading different things, the idea behind it was that if you had, say, some non-lethal ammunition or some low-powered ammunition that maybe wouldn't function in a semi-auto, you could load them in this. You'd have a dual-purpose shotgun. You wouldn't have to carry a pump and a semi-auto. You know, your pump for your less than lethal rounds and your semi-auto for your lethal rounds. So you would buy one of these, and you take this little selector switch right here. Let me see if I can zoom in on it so you can see it better. Okay, so you can see the gun here. This switch is how you switch it from pump to semi. So when you switch it back into pump, it slides back a little bit. So now it's in pump mode. And you slide it all the way back. That is one of the unusual features. I guess it's part of it being semi-auto as well, but it locks open when you're on an empty chamber, even in pump mode. So you hit that button just like in semi and it goes back forward. Now the spring that operates the semi actually pushes, it acts as a forward assist, if you will, for the pump. Now here's the odd thing about the pump, and this has been reviewed I think by others in other videos, is it doesn't lock. Like in most pump shotguns, this is locked forward before you shoot. This one doesn't. It stays, I mean, I guess you could do a chamber check that way pretty easy, but that's why they don't recommend that you shoot anything with high brass or 3-inch magnums or anything like that in pump mode. It's meant for low brass, birdshot, whatever. So in pump, you're only going to be shooting low brass stuff. But that's how the pump works. Pump mode. So you want to go back to semi-auto, you just turn it up, let it slide forward, and then lock it back in place. Now it's locked, and we're back in semi-auto mode. It's a relatively expensive shotgun when you consider the Turkish-made shotguns are usually very inexpensive. But I mean, this one runs right around $500. But I don't think that's bad when you consider Binelli M3. If that's what you're buying it for, like I was, you're basically looking for a cheaper version of the M3, then that's not too bad. They're a lot more expensive. So now let's do a takedown on it. I'll show you how to take this thing apart. Alright, so to take this gun apart, the owner's manual tells you to put it in pump mode. So first of all, we're going to twist this down, twist that down. See our selector switch here. I'm going to twist it down, slide it back, let it slip back up. Now it's in pump mode. And it's going to tell you to unscrew the end cap, I'm sure. You take off your barrel nut. If I can do this on camera here, without it being too awkward for me. Slide that off. There's your barrel nut. Slide your sling swivel piece off. And then you can pull your barrel completely out. Just like that. And that's really, if you're just, that's how you clean your barrel. You just take that out, clean your barrel off. Yeah. Okay, now that you have the barrel off, you you grasp it like this, it's under spring tension, and you turn your selector ring and just slide it off. Actually, it wasn't under spring tension, I'm thinking of something else. So that's how you take the fore end off. To take the bolt out, you just tug the operating handle, or the bolt handle, out. You just tug it, you just pull on it real sharply and pull it out. And of course that's under spring tension, so now your bolt and all this stuff comes out. So there's like the carrier type thing, and that actually sits right in that hole right there. So it's real simple to put back together, really. It all sits together just like that inside the gun, and there's your bolt. And then of course you do all your cleaning from here. Here's the spring for the inertia part of it. You know, it's all inertia driven. It's kind of dirty. Now to reassemble, it's all just a reverse of what I just did. You're gonna have to compress that a little bit and put this down on there. Get your bolt in here. Slide it in a little bit. Get this underneath of it. Get on there. And slide it into the gun. And once you get it in there, you're going to be holding it there, spring tension there. And you're going to put your bolt back in, or your bolt handle. So you get that in there, line it up, and push it in. So now your bolt's back in place. Alright? All this is in place, bolt's back in place. You can actually slide that back and test function and everything. Alright, so now you put your fore end back on. You gotta turn it, click it on there. Now it's back on. Now you can take your barrel, put your barrel back on. Slides over that. Slides right in there like that. And then put your sling swivel back on. And that actually lines up with your barrel there. You can kind of see in the video. See how that kind of lines up there. And you can put it on either side. I think I had it on this side before. So it's reversible. You can put it either way you want. Barrel's seated. Put this back on the way I had it. Just like that. And then you put your barrel nut on. And once you get so far, whoops. Let it slip down. Once it gets so far, then you can really, and once you get it down so far, you can feel the detent like thing. You can really feel it tighten it down, and it's nice and tight now. Now check for function. There's the pump mode. Pump mode's working. Put it back in semi. Semi's working.
As you can see, I've already shot this shotgun. It shot pretty good. I did have an occasional issue in the semi-auto mode where it wouldn't have enough power to fully cycle the action and inject around. And then here's one right here. And then reload the next one. That happened a few times. I'm sure that's probably just during the break-in period of the gun. Things we need to loosen up and work in. Otherwise, it shot pretty good. I was even able to shoot, even though some other videos and even the owner's manual suggests to use low power, low brass rounds in pump only, that they wouldn't function the semi-auto. I was shooting low brass birdshot through semi-auto. Here is pump. Of course, pump was no problem. I didn't shoot anything more than just birdshot through it. I didn't even shoot any double-aught. But I shot double-aught buck, rifled slugs, some 3-inch turkey loads, pretty much anything I had through the semi-auto, and it worked pretty good. I had an occasional, like I said, failure to fully function, but worked pretty good overall. I like it.
So anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button, please. It helps my channel. Share the video with anybody out there you know that likes gun videos, and then of course subscribe to my channel if you like watching me ramble on about guns or showing how to take something apart or whatever. I'm no expert, but I'm an everyday guy. A lot of you all are that are watching these, and might help you out at some point. So have a good day and be safe out there shooting.